Hello, welcome back. So for today, we're actually going to be doing a weekly spread. So this is this past week. The reason I'm showing you this now is because I'm actually going to switch things up. I'm going to be doing a new thing that I've kind of seen other people do, which is using these icons. Obviously, I have other stickers that I definitely want to be using. I'm going to put these to the side really quick, but I'm going to try and switch things up. That's what I love about planning. You can do as many things as you want until you find your groove or just continuously play. So this is the new week, and also wanted to show you this. This is kind of how I pre-plan. I just write them on Post-its just so that I make sure that these are being added into my page. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on the side so that when I start doing my plans, I have them, I know them, and I can add them into my page. So, love a fresh page. Love it, love it. Plus, if you do notice, I have these water trackers. I made these on my Cricut, but I'm gonna keep using those. As you can see, if I were to scroll down or look through the rest of my pages, they are in there. I want to keep that going just because tracking water is one of my main things. So I'm going to go ahead, take this little clip out so I can fully use this page. So first thing I'm going to do is actually write down all of these things that I had in my Post-its that are happening and adding all the recurring things that I have during a week. So because I'm going to be trying this new method of using these icons, I'm gonna go ahead and add all of these things now. Okay, so as you can see, there's recurring things like working my business, some calls that I have. Obviously, I'm gonna fill in my workouts. We are running a 10K on Monday, so I'll be definitely, filling that in. But those are the recurring things, and let's say the things that, are from these Post-its, so I can go ahead and put these away. So time to kind of decorate. These, I usually start with all of this first just because I want to make sure that it's on there. Obviously, the purpose for my planner is so that I know what's happening, what's going on. So I want to make sure that that is all in there. But now we get to the fun part of decorating. So one of the things I actually like to do is white out these sections so that I can then use some washi tape, some stickers, so that I can kind of make it unique in my own. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover that up. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's getting covered up, but I do have these stickers where it's a big platform or like a big section. So I do want to cut them up, make sure that they do fit. So I'm just going to do a half of this piece. So I don't have to, I can use both sides. So if I'm cutting the half, I also have the other side, but I'm doing it mostly because it is too big. I don't want it to be obviously too big. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this up. Bring this back. Let's go ahead and grab this thing. Okay, here we go. So obviously it is way longer, but that doesn't matter. That's okay, because we can always cut it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, place that there. Cut that off. And this other side that I just cut, I'm also going to be using on this side. Yes, it does cover like a little bit of my tracking area, which I'm gonna be doing next, but that is 100% okay. There we go. Okay, and also these are great for up here as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Cut that off. Does this fit? Oh my gosh, it fits perfect. Okay, so using that there. Now I also still have a little bit extra that I can use later on, which is awesome. So I just left it on there. So what I'm actually gonna do now, I don't think I need my cutting board, so let me go ahead and put that away. So what I'm gonna do is actually, I want to do more to this section. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this washi tape that I got. There. So I'm just gonna do like a quick little detail, not covering the whole thing, but just a little something. Also going to cut a little bit off this side because it feels like it. Okay, so then on this side, I'm just gonna do a little bit. Okay, yeah, I feel like that's perfect. Okay. Okay, so one thing that I love to do in this empty space is actually do like a quote of the week. So whatever I'm feeling, I kind of draw it out, and it's something that I can be reminded throughout the week. So I'm gonna go ahead, draw that out, get that ready. Okay, now that we have that, my go-to now is covering up Sunday to put all my goals, my content for the week. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some of these stickers to cover up this section with my goals, obviously the content, everything that I just mentioned. So for my goals, I'm gonna go ahead and use this up here. And then for my content, I'm gonna go ahead and use this blue one. Oh boy. I'm gonna put it a little bit lower, almost to the edge. There we go. Now I love this little flag, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this as a label for my content. And then I'm going to use one of these empty ones. Go ahead and use this one, but I'm gonna use it obviously this way. I don't know how to use my left hand, clearly. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for this one, but I'm gonna then label it. Actually, try to match that font. There we go. Okay, so I have both of those. I'm also going to be adding one of these little tally tracker looking things, especially onto my goals one, because I love checking things off. So I want to make sure, this might be a little bit too big. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab my scissors, cut one of these off. Ooh, I'll grab that in a second. Anyways, let's go ahead and put this here. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna use it. Let's be real, I'm not gonna use it. I'll add my own. Let's go ahead and grab this. Put it back. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make my own. Let's do that instead. So instead of using that, because the reason I didn't want to do it is because they don't really line up, and that will actually drive me insane. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make some of these. I'll leave that there. I'm gonna add a little bit to it later, but for now, I want to go ahead and do my tracking section. So down here, I like to, for my coaching business, we do have like a business tracker. I like to add it here because I like to see absolutely everything. And plus, just like I mentioned before, I do like checking things off, as you can see in my previous one. So I'm going to go ahead, draw these out. Okay, so on this section, I actually like to write one thing I'm grateful for each day, because actually in the back of my planner, I have this section where I fill out everything and I can look at it at the end of the year and be like, wow, that's awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and just write down, you know, the dates. Okay, and I had mentioned it a little bit earlier, but on Monday we're actually running a 10K. So I'm just gonna go ahead and write that out, or draw it out actually. Now, so because I am a coach, I need to reach out to a few people based on their memberships and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these tabs. I usually like to do those on Fridays. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this here. I'm going to, obviously because of, you know, privacy and all that stuff, I will add their names after I'm done filming, but I'm going to just put these little here, and then I'm just going to write. Now that I got that, now I have everything that I'm supposed to have in terms of knowing what's happening during the week. So now that I have that, I'm gonna have some fun adding some stickers, some stuff, just to make it a little bit more fun. It is looking very plain compared to my other one, so I'm gonna add a few things right now. Gonna actually speed that up so you guys don't watch, you know, 5 minutes of me just adding stickers. So here's basically the finished page. Obviously there's, you know, things that I still need to get added. I wanted to do that afterwards just because some of the things are kind of, I don't want to put it out there. But I definitely need to fill in my goals, obviously the content for this upcoming week. In these little sections, I actually write down things that I need to do for my business. Obviously the reminders of some clients that I need to check in, obviously the gratitude, and my tracker as far as my business. So this is basically how I go about doing my planner. During the week, I always add more things, change things. One of the reasons why I like to use these erasable pens by Friction is because things change. Obviously, you know, it might be on here, things might get canceled, things might change. In previous ones, I just put a giant X on them if they didn't happen, but that's how I usually plan out my weeks. So hopefully you guys like this. Comment, subscribe, all the good things, and happy planning to everybody. Bye.